Thank you, and I want to thank the co-chairs this morning for the hearing and for including a couple of my bills on the calendar for today. One of them is S 1353 to extend the authority for modifications to the 2nd Division Memorial here in Washington, D.C., and the other one is S 573 to designate Denali as Denali. First on S 1353, I am very pleased to see the Park Service offer supportive testimony for this. This is really an extremely simple bill. It relates to the 2nd Division Memorial. I thank you for working with us to help shape and refine the legislation. What we do here is extend the authorization to modify the 2nd Division Memorial included in the NDAA back in 2018 for a whole host of different reasons. Things got delayed, COVID, but the 7-year initial period allowed by the Commemorative Works Act just wasn't enough time. So we provided the standard extension for the bill. The modifications come at zero cost to the taxpayers, but it effectively honors those who've given their life in recent conflicts such as Afghanistan and Iraq. I was in Anchorage just last week, and I met with the chair of the 2nd Division Memorials Foundation, Aves Thompson. Aves has been working on this initiative for a decade plus now that would install this very simple bench on this memorial. I have a couple of letters of support to add to the record for the hearing, including Mr. Thompson's statement. I'd ask unanimous consent that they be added at the appropriate place.
So approved.
And on the second measure, this is something that Alaskans feel very, very strongly about, and that is the name of North America's tallest peak and a mountain that we look to really with almost reverence. When I fly into Ted Stevens International Airport in Anchorage there, before we even get close to looking to landing, people are looking out the window to see if they're going to catch a glimpse of Denali today. When the mountain is out, we talk about it. We talk about it in a way that has said, have you seen the mountain today? Have you seen the great one today? Well, my friends, Denali translates as the great one. What more fitting name for such an incredible peak? On the first day of his second term, President Trump issued an executive order titled Restoring Names That Honor American Greatness. And that order included the renaming of North America's tallest peak from its traditional Koyukon Athabascan name of Denali to Mount McKinley. And again, as I say, we have called this mountain, Denali in Alaska, for decades, generations. The Koyukon Athabascan have referred to it as Denali for millennia. We're trying to trace exactly how far back it goes. The dialects may be different, but effectively it keeps coming back to what do we name the great one? And Denali in Koyukon Athabascan is just that. To me, this is about respecting the original stewards of the land who gave this fitting name. Now, I'm not surprised by the testimony that we've received from the department today, but I would encourage the administration to re-examine the position on the bill. The multi-decade effort to name this mountain Denali, rightfully, is a bipartisan issue in the state. Going back to 1975, our state government first petitioned the federal government to align with the state's designation of Denali. So this is something that's been going on, again, for decades here. And this is nothing nothing to denigrate President McKinley and his reputation and the contributions that he has provided to this country. He is absolutely worthy of recognition. But it's often pointed out that that he was never to the state of Alaska, whether he as president or even as an individual. And so as we think about ways to show tribute to his important legacy, I think it's important to note that by restoring Denali to its rightful name, the McKinley legacy is not erased or diminished in any way. It lives on through numerous sites and tributes. You've got the McKinley National Memorial, the National McKinley Birthplace Memorial, the McKinley Presidential Library and Museum. You've got statues in Ohio, Hawaii, Illinois, among others. So this is nothing against our former president and the contributions that he has made. It truly is focused on recognizing the original stewards of the land and the designation that they have given it. I have just one quick question for Mr. Caldwell today. Within the secretarial order that came out, it directs the Board of Geographic Names to reverse Denali's name, as I mentioned, but it also requires, and I'm reading directly here, appropriate DOI officials to work with Alaska Native entities and state and local organizations to pursue adopting names for landmarks to honor the history and culture of the Alaska people. So that was included as part of the secretarial order. And, you know, looking past the fact that Denali renaming is contrary to the direction to honor the history and culture of Alaskan people, can you give me any update as to how this aspect of the order is being carried out in Alaska? Who in the department may be engaged in this objective?
Thank you, Senator, for your question. I don't have that information today, but I will relay your question, and we will get back to you on that.
I'd appreciate that. I've been asked by others, and I haven't had the answer to them. So if you can help us out with that, I would appreciate that.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman and Mr. Co-Chairman, thank you for making sure that these important measures are on the docket, as well as so many others that are before the committee right now. I appreciate it.